Why would they do that? To frighten me, to take the smile off my face. They've put me in court 143 times in 3 years for the offense of speaking against the Liberal government. Why? To take this smile off my face. It's not going anywhere, Canada. And I see all of you smiling too, and that's exactly what they fear. So what I want to talk about right now are some more of the rights that perhaps you don't know that you have, and to take away some of the rights that city staff think that they have over you.
How are you?
You may know that I'm an investigative journalist and a big mouth. And what I do is I make sure that anyone that threatens me is uncomfortable. I don't hit them, I don't swear at them, I don't insult them. But I look into everything they say. Toronto bylaws and Mississauga bylaws and every single bylaw in every town in the province are working off of the same template where they say you shall wear a mask. That is archaic language that says optional. What they're doing is telling everybody here that you shall wear it, but we're going to use language that sounds official, so you are afraid. Don't listen to it. It's nonsense. It's a lie. Now, I've spent the last month calling every bylaw office in Southern Ontario from Niagara Falls to Oshawa to ask a simple question. Do bylaws pertain to citizens of the city or just to staff of the city in which that bylaw is written? Not a single one of them has an answer. I have the answer. The answer is it pertains to those who work for the city or have a contract with the city, but not to the rest of us. A bylaw is something that a corporation writes. Cities in Canada are corporations. They work as tax collectors for the provinces in which they are in, which is why every time someone gets a ticket for not wearing a mask, that ticket gets thrown out of court. The courts know it's a lie. They don't want to get sued themselves, so they throw everything out. And what you walk out of the courtroom with is a sigh of relief saying, oh, I didn't have to pay that ticket. No, that's not where it ends, everyone. Now what you do is you say, thank you for throwing out this bogus ticket, this illegal ticket. Now I'm going to sue the city and the province for allowing this to happen. That's what you do. Collectively, I see a lot of faces here. If each and every one of you filed a small claim against the government of Ontario and your local residents, all of you, that would be, I can see 2,000 lawsuits right now, plus the lawsuits all your friends and family are going to file. We can bankrupt individual politicians. That is our plan, because that's what they're doing to us. Social distancing tickets. What are they? When they give you the ticket, they have to quote which law it is that they are writing the ticket for. If it's a bylaw, it's nothing. You fight it on the spot. And if you feel like it, if you want to go a little bit further, which I'm trying to do myself, but unfortunately bylaw officers know who I am and don't come near me. But if a bylaw officer says, you do what I say or I'm going to take money from you, that's extortion. That is a federal crime. What the Americans call a felony, what we call an indictable offense. Make a citizen's arrest on the spot for extortion, call the police, and have them finish off the arrest. We are not going to put up with bylaw officers anymore. I've gone to half of the homes of the bylaw officers in Mississauga, and do you know what happens when you go there to drop off a legal letter saying you're banned from my property? Oh, look at the eyes. Fear. How did you find me? You can't be here. You're trespassing. Hey, they don't like it. It terrifies them. We all need to do this to them all of the time until this lie is over. I want to remind everybody that back in the 1970s, they guaranteed us that there was going to be a new ice age. What happened? 5 years later, they said we were going to have global warming. We weren't afraid of that. That generation was far too clever. So they tried acid rain. That didn't work. So then they tried AIDS. They told us if you hold hands, if you kiss, if you get into big crowds like this, you're going to get AIDS and die. I'm 49 years old. I first heard about that nonsense when I was 17. I don't know a single human being that has AIDS. They're doing it now with COVID-19. I don't know a single human being that has COVID-19. And nor do any of you. Now, what is COVID-19? It has 5 different designations in Canada. Do you know why that is? Because they don't know what it is. The federal government says it's a disease that you catch from the SARS virus, from CoV-2 SARS. Peel Region in Toronto say that it's actually the virus. Hospitals say that it's just a political designation and we're calling it novella coronavirus. It's not been isolated. Nobody knows what this thing is, but our politicians are making it seem like they know. We know they don't. I have been fighting this for a very long time. And it's the fear in their eyes, in the government's eyes, it's showing now more than ever. To arrest Chris Sky, to arrest Brian Burke, to arrest me, to arrest Derek Story and everybody else that they've arrested just for telling the truth, tells us that our politicians are afraid of the truth getting out. So much so that it was known that I'm releasing a book on masks. It's actually called Masks Are Bullshit. The police came to my door and said, don't release it. Why? Because Bonnie Crombie, the mayor of Mississauga, is terrified of what's in there about her. Because John Tory's afraid of what's in there about him. Because Doug Ford doesn't want the truth about the lie of COVID getting out to anyone. The mask that you wear, everyone, has holes that are huge. If you take the virus and blow it up to the size of a grapefruit at 10 centimeters, the hole in your mask is the length of a basketball court plus 20 more feet. Think about that. If you take that scale, that mask is going to be 670 miles wide. Now put a face into that mask and have that face sneeze grapefruit-sized viruses. How many grapefruits are going to be stopped by holes that are longer than a basketball court? It's all a lie. It's meant to control your mind. It's meant to make you passive. And I love you, Toronto, for not putting up with it any longer. Rise up, everybody. When we have facts, when we are armed to the teeth with facts, and we are armed with each other, just the simple support of being able to hug and kiss and hold hands, that is a power that they fear. You remember the book 1984 where it was illegal to hold hands and kiss? Why? Because that brought people together. People who are in situations when they can do what is human have more power than those who are trying to oppress them. This is power. What we have right now is power, and I want all of us to make sure that we, now and forever, will keep our power and mock our politicians, sue our politicians, and arrest our politicians when the time